broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste, lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more and I'll be docking your pay.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company. Kill him.
That doesn't scare me.
Welcome to try.
How about this? Bahamut! You protected at a wrong time.
It's over.
I think what I enjoy is you paid money for those guys.
So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw.
Sid.
Ah, Doris. You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people.
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be
I kind of
weapons
figured.
in service of the high. She raised me like a daughter, and I did terrible things to earn her favor.
It wasn't all terrible. Surely. We had our fun, too. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the blade or to the books, but you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own. How about it, my little dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. I fight for a higher cause, to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, Master. Thank you for making me the weapon I am.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore.
But I can be.
And she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
All right. If you're certain.
I am. And thank you for everything. Now, I better let these bearers know that they're safe.
And I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind at ease.
Yeah, he'll be fine. I'll be back. Sometime later.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and your letter. You don't need to worry about Doris anymore.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sandbreak. Went quietly, or so we're told, and she won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it's none too fond of black market traders either. Can't have been easy
And
for
word
bearers.
travels quick.
I'm sure it wasn't. But don't worry. She'll be all right.
I hope so. Suppose you had quite the pass yourself before you came here, or anyway. Thanks
Yep.
again, Sid.
Keep
No
up the good
problem.
work.
I did it. Now we can go on and
Covered
visit
in
the
leaves
infirmary and deal with
marks.
other shit later. Or never. Who knows?
Still walk.
How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
You underestimate yourself.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just, I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps the prince feels the same.
Alright, yeah, that guy. Aimless slum.
What is this place?
Don't move.
Move. I'ma do it.
Here, it's fresh from the well.
Well, he did get fucked up.
Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand, then ultimately? No, not you. This is my doing.
my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
He never came back that day. Just gives her the spear. You wield it now. I was trying to reach for something, so I was like right in the mic.
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
Hey, your power has been pretty nice for me.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are you?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Makes sense.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you come in.
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
And I'll just do something.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
You've seen more of the world these past 5 years than most do in a lifetime.
I know, I don't get to enjoy it. Quest progress is currently restricted. Like that I walked in, talked to them, and now there's already another fucking thing to be found. Fuck you guys keep coming from?
I still say it were a compliment.
Say it all. Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive.
I mean, I had to walk
Please
a few
tell me
steps.
You've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens? Go on.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's Spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
Then tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
All right. If it will get you out.
I mean,
of
that's
my
the
hair.
whole point of your fucking job.
But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood?
You gotta be such a bitch about it. That's why I just want to skip your whole dialogue. Like, I don't care.
Thumb, the one they call the Last King. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldemark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt Canvas streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible, and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash.
Catch him.
Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped, and Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore. You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Kick to the
Probably more
mouth.
visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Back again?
No.
I'll want a full report when you return.
God. Now there's side things like Phoenix heal thyself. Oh no. Side quests.
Please, your grace. Ah, my Lord Marquis.
Yote, is anything the matter? You seem troubled. Perhaps I might be able to help.
My lord, yes. Perhaps you might. It's your brother. His condition continues to worsen, though he does his best to hide it. The lesion on his chest pains him more with each passing day.
I had feared as much.
There are certain elixirs which can ease the suffering of those afflicted by the curse, but his grace's case is severe. The drafts I have been able to prepare for him thus far have ceased to have any real effect. So I consulted with Talia and certain of my comrades among the Undying about the possibility of finding something stronger, and thankfully a recipe was found. The only problem being that the critical ingredient is exceptionally hard to come by, and our supplies are almost exhausted. Unless we can secure more soon, your brother's anguish will likely become unbearable. My lord, I know that I have
I like, will you please help Joshua? I can't right now. I'm busy.
For Joshua, anything.
Thank you, my lord.
So, what is this critical ingredient?
A rare herb by the name of stonerwort. It grows only where the ether is densest. The vigor it stores in its stems helps to counteract the curse. We discovered a patch near the aqueduct in Rosaria. But alas, yet more ether has erupted from the earth there recently, leaving the search continues for a new source.
So it's only that you can't reach it. The stonerwort itself is unharmed by the flood.
Well, yes, but...
Then I shall go in your stead.
But, my lord...
You've yet to find another source, correct?
Yeah, and I can just stand in the stuff.
aqueduct
It
is our
doesn't
best
affect
hope.
me right now.
Besides, I'm a dominant. The ether can't hurt me.
Well, if you're sure, my lord, stonerwort is easily identified by its blood-red blooms.
The aqueduct.
I shall
Got
remain
it.
here.
Get the other shit ready. Yeah, he'll be fine.
She can't kick this up. Glory to Griga.
What's happened?
Taya's busy working herself into an early grave. I've tried offering to see to him in her stead, but she won't hear of it. Clive, she hasn't left the infirmary in days. Will you talk to her? Order her to her chambers if that's what it takes. Because if she keeps this up...
I will see to try.
No better than to order Taya to do anything. But I'll speak to her.
Thank you.
Tears of mercy. I better get to work finding this thing then.
Now to find our stonewort. Yote mentioned blood-red petals. Just my luck.
God, there's...
Well, I won't be picking anything till they're gone.
Yeah, can't pick shit until we get them out of here. Oh, Jesus, I wasn't ready. Murder them with all my powers. No more. No more swinging. He's swinging.
Nice try.
I found them.
Here it is. Better collect as much as I can before reinforcements arrive. All right. That should do it.
Let's get these back to her. Came in, I murdered, I got what you needed.
Karen says she'll provide what she can for our voyage.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a
No,
wonder they can still walk.
don't touch shadows and lumps. What does that even mean?
Yote, I brought back all the stonerwort I could find. Will this be enough?
Yes, my lord. I'm sure it will serve us until we can find another source.
I'm very glad to hear it.
You and His Grace are very much alike, you know. You think only of how you might help others, and never of the danger to yourselves.
No more than you have minding my brother. You've risked a lot for him, and I thank you for it.
I am honored that you should say so. But I beg you, my lord, do not give too much of yourself for the sake
Too
of
late.
others. We could not afford to lose you.
I'll keep that in mind. Well, Talia, Rodriguez worried about you. And if what he says is true, then so am I. We all admire your dedication, but you do need to rest.
I will, when it's time. Until then, I'm staying put. We owe him that much.
Who is he?
Someone from my past. Someone who doesn't deserve to die alone. It won't be much longer. The crystal's curse has almost finished its work. If I had the tears, I could ease his passing. But without them, we've nothing that will touch the agony of those last few hours.
How would tears help this man?
Not my tears. Tears of mercy. Alicia, it's the only thing strong enough.
You wouldn't, Talia. Surely. There must be something we can do for him.
Sometimes an easy death, you do well to remember that, Rodriguez.
We have all the ingredients we need for Alicia Balwam. It needs to be fresh, though, so we rarely have much to hand. I can make the draft if you can bring me what we're missing.
Just tell me what you need.
There is a species of venom-weeping spider that lives in the forest.
Got
Only
it.
one of their eyes. I'll make sure the other ingredients are ready before you would.
No problem.
Thank you, Clive.
You'll forget this when I turn the game off. It's over there. What I need.
Rodriguez could have mentioned his spiders would be the size of curls.
That's fine. We'll handle it. We'll freeze them, but that'll ruin the freshness. I did it. I got the spooder. Now where's Spooder Man? Hopefully one will be enough. I squished all the others.
Karen says she'll provide what she can for our voyage to Ash.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
Thank goodness you're back.
Is this what you needed?
Yes, I'm loath to give a patient Alicia, but Talia's right. Sometimes it's all we can do. A single dose dulls even the most agonizing pain, and all other sensation with it. It may be a gentle way to die, but it is death nonetheless. I wish there was another way.
How are you feeling?
Light, mid-here. Drifting on waves.
Good. Just relax. Let the waves carry you to a better place.
Thank you, Daya. I'm so proud of you.
He's gone. Thank you, Rodrigo. And you, Clive.
I'll see that he's properly laid to rest.
The man you helped today was my mentor back in the Southern Isles. On the front lines of some meaningless war. I was still a child when they shipped me to their triage tents to treat the wounded with my gift. But in such blighted lands, I was next to useless. Until he taught me the true physicker's art. That is,
an art we would be lost without.
tears of mercy were his gift to the bearers of the world. A respite from the agony of the curse's end.
And a kindness Sid would have approved of.
You know as well as I what life is like for a bearer soldier. Marched from one battle to the next, never knowing which might be your last. A commander may care nothing for the bearer spent in his service. But my mentor's gift gave the dying one fleeting moment of tranquility before the end. I've no tears left, Clive. I've seen too many of my friends taken. Something needs to change, and we need to be the ones to change it.
And we will. I promise.
I hope so.
Now go to bed. Get some rest. Gotta go see Joshua.
How do you split the sea?
With a really strong sword. That's how. Or a really good karate chop.
I have no reason to assume.
Claire.
Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman, tell him.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well, it inspired me to delve deeper into the subject. And what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix Gate. But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore eluded me. Now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete example, one that will reveal all we seek.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus? I would think not, few have.
Oh, okay.
But there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins, and though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern
Someone say
faiths
dogma?
such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Like it's dogma?
Wait. You said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence. But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand. And so, you see now why I must accompany you to Waloed.
It would appear the past still has much to teach us, though in this case, it would not have been possible without the musings of Moss. To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover it in good hands.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
Somehow gonna be there before me.
Nid said I could ride the Enterprise next. No, she didn't. She said I could.
I could. I do it. Me. Oh, good. He didn't beat me here.
My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention, as well as slow our march and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain. Only Joshua and I will be going. And a scout. Preferably a good one. Gav, do you know of any?
You bet your ass I do. Might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though, just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like hell am I leaving anyone behind?
Yeah, I'll be
The ship
fine.
ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are smiling on deck.
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe. You'll be needing passage home, after all.
But... very well.
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
Let me know when you're leaving. I want a word before you go.
Of course.
So you leaving? I don't think anyone needs me for anything right now.
I am certain we will find what we seek in Ash, and learn the truth of Ultima's origins.
And lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
You shut up and talk about something else.
How do you split the sea, you reckon?
Is something wrong?
Not at all. Honestly. Can't a man wish his friend farewell? Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things in order while you're off saving the world.
I'll hold you to that.
Off we go. Sounds like it'll be a great time. Or a finale. Just ends, rolls credits.
Reckon it'll be a long walk to the capital if we follow the cliffs. I'll scout ahead, see if I can't find us an inland route.
Clive. There's something I've been meaning to ask.
I'm not giving you my banana pudding recipe. So what?
You took her icon, didn't you?
Yes, I did. She understood.
Oh, she understood. Understood that you decided to save the world all on your own, and that you'd die without her power. How dare you make her choose? You knew damn well she'd never refuse you. But I will. You can't keep pushing us away, Clive. The world is ours to save, not yours.
I used my gift because I thought it was the right thing to do.
And you truly believe this will save you?
I mean, the power has been helpful.
Will save us all.
I do.
Then so be it. Just don't forget, you're not alone.
Think I found us a trail.
Why does it look like one of you got punched?
Did I miss something?
Brotherly wrestling.
Only that Joshua didn't.
I don't get it.
Joshua just punches me, takes my lunch money, and runs. Footfalls in ash.
Always wanted to visit Ash.
We're in one.
Am I allowed to leave at any time? I like how you can just leave at any time. It's like, time to go.
To territory now. Don't expect a warm welcome.
Oh, I don't know, Clive. That castle over there looks inviting enough.
Shall we sample its inhabitants' hospitality?
Oh, I love hospitality. Sounds gay. I'm in.
Remember what I said about warm welcomes, Gav?
This place is as dead as Grieger's ghost.
My dumbass didn't even buy all the potions he needed, but that's fine. It's not like I can't go back. Hello, friends.
I knew I smelled something.
I see only orcs and a Kashik here.
Let's hope the villagers made it out in time.
Joshua was just mad. He's like, you took Jill's. Like, why? Like, I'm sorry, Joshua. The writers just, they didn't have any more for her. Like, oh. Well, I guess I can't blame you for this, Clive. I mean, in a way, it might save her. She was starting to die the more she used it. I'm the only one who's unaffected by this curse problem. Or at least so it seems. I still like to believe it's just I'm more resistant to it, but I'm not immune. Or if I get all the powers, it might put strain on my body eventually. Either way, this all ends with me blowing up all of my energy, probably. I'm just... Like, we're gonna get all of our powers and just unleash them in one dramatic cutscene. That's a guess. I have no idea how the fuck this game ends. I don't know where this is going. Other than just killing Ultima, but I feel like we're gonna need all powers to do it. Hello, I'm lost. I heard this was a nice place for trade. Got him. Hello. You gonna punch me? Kiss me? What are we doing here? I froze everybody. Casting Protect on the people I'm fighting. Yeah. I don't know, it's just my thing. I'm like,
Camber all over again.
Feels like we're gonna use all of our powers to try to destroy him.
That welcome after all, Clive.
And it's either gonna cost me my body or at least handicap me at the end of this, that I'm not gonna be the same at the end of this. Alright, I'll take all the ones in the middle and you guys don't do anything.
Is the whole of Ash fallen into Ultima's hands?
I become
That's
Captain
no peace
Planet.
delegation. We should send a warning to the others.
No. My uncle will have an eye on the coast. I trust he'll find a way to entertain any uninvited guests. Our mark is Drake's spine, and there's a lot of road between us and it. We press on to Stonehere.
That'd be a hell of a way to end.
You never know. It might not be a nest of slabbering monsters.
Be a hell of a way for Final Fantasy to just end. Just suddenly you became Captain Planet.
Clive, you must go on ahead without me. This stronghold is as old as Phoenix Gate, perhaps older. It may yet hide Ultima's remaining secrets, and if we are to best him, they must be unearthed.
All right. Stay out of trouble.
Yeah, they are elemental.
I always do. Mostly.
You sure about this?
About leaving my brother on his own. Of course.
He's like, fine, you can leave. But only before this, and I just take his icon, and it's like, now I'm truly the Phoenix. No longer am I just a fragment of it.
Lady Vivian's map is so old, it's hard to tell which way is up. But if I'm right, we're not far from a village called Eastla.
Then we make our way there, resupply, and wait for Joshua.
Resupply? I don't even feel like we're going to see anything. God. It's just giant lumps of bullshit. Even the crabs are deadly. It's a fucking mud
This
crab.
place reeks like a mobile's arsehole. Though I'm guessing it's not the smell that'll kill us.
Damn mud crabs. Hello, giant turtle. Not that I wanted to fight you, but here we are. Oh, snap. Watch out. Wait, what? Let there be R?
Nice try.
Just it looked like it when I froze it. Nah, I just made it frozen. If I dodge at the right time with my ice move, I can freeze everyone around me, though. Just the timing is really weird for it. Takes care of that. Guess I can just ride the chocobo. I don't need to fight all you guys.
Run like the wind. No mistakes.
Some fucking bullshit.
Bahamut's breath. Don't look down, Torgal. That must be Aistla.
Thanks, girl.
They have this big door and they just let anyone open up. Either that or no one's here.
What do you think, Clive?
Then we're too late.
Damn it. They're all turned.
Oh, no.
There's nothing we can do.
I wouldn't say nothing.
No quarter gap!
No quarter!
I don't have a quarter. Who wants to take a swing? Freeze. Cold-blooded.
You think all the villages in Ash are like this? A question for later, Gav.
You lose. Enough.
Oop. So many new friends.
Here they come! And come, and come, and come.
Stop saying that, Gav.
Farewell. Farewell.
I don't want to die here, Clive.
I mean, we're clearing as many as we can. Trying our best. Fuck me. See, nothing I couldn't handle. What the fuck? What are you feeding them? Just got no neck.
It isn't over yet. Of course it bloody isn't.
Hope you didn't get cold feet. What's he gonna do? Not that, I'll tell you that much.
Nice try.
Level 4. Yeah, it's the Hulk.
Nice try.
Just getting destroyed. I'm starting to get like a handle on my powers. I think I'm doing pretty good now. Level up.
Gav. Gav! Don't tell me there's more of the bastards. Oh, fuck.
We might have a problem. You just leave me alone?
Have you come to watch, Odin?
No.
Bound for Stonehill. Good. My master awaits you in the capital, though I cannot allow you to attend him in your present state.
Yeah, I hope since I'm getting so close to the end, I can handle these
How are you
things.
going to stop
Getting better
us?
at the power use.
Why, with this?
Well, I mean, it's like I just got the ice power, so I'm still learning what I can do. Doesn't seem good. Well, that just seems unnecessary. Plus, come on, Shadow. It's not like you haven't watched someone who's at the end of the game and still have no idea how to play the game.
What did you do?
If the vessel would see the path opened, it has but to ask. I shall see that my master's prize is made.
Wouldn't you just use the power to give me a tuxedo?
Shit! No! Clive, would you mind telling me what the fuck just happened?
That's what's happened.
Oh, you've got to be. How are we supposed to get through that?
We seek an audience with the king. If His Majesty wants me to come and ask him,
Oh boy.
then that is exactly what I'll do.
Before you go practicing your petition, we don't even know where the fucker went. How about we cool our heads and think this through, eh?
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something here we can use.
Before you just suddenly go into flame mode and go nuts. Like, let's look around. Maybe see if there's anything we can do.
We got them all.
So did I.
Like how much my outfit burns up. I keep forgetting that I've been wearing this alternate outfit.
Please. Please, no.
Miss. Whoa. Easy. Easy. We're not turned, all right?
Who?
I don't know who we are either. I couldn't tell you. Then we filled her in on the entire Final Fantasy XVI lore.
Forgive me for asking, but what went on here?
The circus.
It started when the skies changed. The elders said it was the Arche. One by one, people went mad. Minds taken by the ether. Till only I remained. By then, I was too far along to run. And then the nights came. And I didn't know what to do.
And this, Arche is...
Just a story. Something our grandparents told us when we misbehaved. About how the heavens would grow dark before the land took her last breath.
The end of the world. You said the others went mad. But where did they go?
They all left. Drawn east to the tower, to Reverie. The elders, the healer, the blacksmith, my husband.
You thinking he did this?
Of course. Who else could it be? You were in Canva. You saw what he did to the people.
But then what about her? How come her nut hasn't cracked?
The baby, perhaps? Could be protecting her from the ether. I can't think of any other explanation.
You mean... it's a bearer?
It won't matter what it is once Ultima's magic takes hold. Time's running out.
It's the only way. Also less illusion and or trick.
This tower. That's where we'll find the king.
Meanwhile,
It's the same as Phoenix Gate.
who are you talking to? Just think these thoughts. Don't say it out loud.
Which means at the end of these stairs should be... The mural is complete.
Just out of nowhere, he pulls out a cell phone,
This vessel
takes a snapshot of it.
Garuda, Ramu, Shiva, Titan, Bahamut, Odin. Even Leviathan the Lost is here. But where is the Phoenix?
What do you think's on Ultima?
By the Founder.
No, you didn't need it. That one was the bad blood. Keep the other blood in you.
So that's what you want, isn't it, Ultima?
Joshua could use a med kit to eat.
So that's how it's gonna be then.
I'm not asking, Gav. I need you to stay with Edda.
What?
I must do this alone. If I don't return, you're to find Joshua and make for the Enterprise. Understood?
Aye.
Still don't really trust the Edda character yet, but, you know.
Don't you go dying on me.
No promises.
His name suits your miserable mug better than mine.
Don't worry. I haven't finished with it yet.
Yeah, just down healing potions. Plus, I'm not doing it alone. I have Torgal.
If Barnabas is controlling the Akashic, then wherever he goes, they'll follow. And so will I.
Yeah, or just don't do it. There we go. Nice spot for it. Well, how you got in here, Chocobo?
Faster.
Chocobo everywhere. Chocobo forever. Know I should fight every little thing, just keep building up experience so I don't like fall behind, even though they are a little bit lower than me, but I'm like, just a lot of shit to fight. I keep stopping and going and stopping and going. Should be fine. Summons or a cat call. If I said yes. You're walking without me. I was like, just go to the option things real quick. Seems bigger now that I'm close. Maybe we should, like, super jump.
This is it, boy.
There. Or just leave. Suddenly go somewhere else. Oh, now it's just dark. It did take us a while to get over here. I ride the Chocobo. In game, like, cutscene, Clive just walked the whole way.
I've come for you, Barnabas.
I don't think anyone's home. Guess we'll just leave. The last king.
It's alive.
I can hear it breathing.
More echoes of the fallen. They seem to feed on ether. But there shouldn't be any here.
I like that he was whispering, or like talking quietly, and then just screams into a foot. Bahamut! Plenty of open space for a fight, or an elevator, or both. An elefight.
Bloody fallen. Why do all their flaws seem to have a mind of their own?
Screaming for ice. Not my problem. Durable.
This won't be easy.
It never is. Yeah. Show him the power of the Giga Flare. I thought I was gonna sneeze while I was trying to say. I was like, freeze. Deep freeze. Plus, it's just good that I have a good grasp on my powers and playing, given that I've taken so many breaks from Final Fantasy in this one. So I'm like, I'm glad I still kind of know how to do everything. 'Cause it's a weirder control scheme. I don't know if this is where I just came from. Okay. A little bit weird. I'm not used to hitting R1 to dodge. So I get a little, like, I'm like, what was the buttons? It's gonna be interesting when we, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth will already be out by this when this uploads to YouTube and stuff. But when I haven't played it yet. But it's gonna be weird having teammates again that like I can control. Other guy. You know, this whole experience has been solo. Like, you don't control anyone else. You don't give them commands. In that one, you can, you know, switch between them when you see fit. Give commands, or at least that's how it was in the remake, so... I think Shadow will just be happy to see a Final Fantasy playthrough where it's not you, Dad, Frank, girl fucker as the names. It's just their regular names. You know, everyone's favorite names for Final Fantasy VII characters. It'll be fun times, hopefully. Reduces Ice Age damage. Is that the move I like doing too? Yep. So we'll just put that on instead of the other thing. So now I have my Ice Age, healing potency, and wind up increased. Yes, it's voice. There's no renaming. It's all regular. That's why we didn't have the Adventures of You and all that shit like in the remake, because I didn't get to name anybody. It'll be fun. It's gonna be, you know, still Final Fantasy stuff, but like it'll be nice to have that materia, figuring out, because like this doesn't have any of the fun of like the only thing you do for builds is figuring out which powers you want to use, and that's it. It's not like the others where it's like, all right, what materia, which weapon or accessory is going to be good for me to have the materia slots and all that. So it's fun to have that little fun in there while having, you know, teammates you can control or whoever you want to play as in your party. Unfortunately, we won't get to use, like, they might join, but they're not playable as Sid and Vincent, or whatever his name was. They're not going to be playable. I think they're saving them, they said, until the third chapter, remake, whatever version. So, but we'll get to play probably as, you know, Yuffie and Red. I have to, like, remember who their names were. It's not dumb bitch and girl fucker.
It's over.
There's like that moment like, what the fuck was their regular name? Whoops, didn't mean to do this, but sure. This will work. but I think it'll be fun. Hopefully, I'm not getting too drowned out by the game audio. I can't talk too loud because it's getting late. Around the 11, 12 o'clock mark, I try not to be as loud. So my speech tends to seem like mumbly towards the end. Can't help it. But it'll be interesting. It'll still feel similar but different. Getting to play the next Final Fantasy thing. Oh, hey, big boy. Ugh. Holy shit, it's Iron Man. It's in the, like, Hulkbuster thing.
Well, that's new. Though I expect it'll fall like all the rest.
They hired a football player to guard here. Dude's a lineman. It's so many colors. Booyah. No, you don't get to do that. Your whole gimmick with your chest? No, you don't do that.
What was that thing? Hopefully there aren't any more.
It is funny, though, that we are very much, like, I mean, I know Square Enix does a lot of different RPG-style thing, all that, but it is funny that I feel like we're very Square Enix heavy right now. We're doing this. Eventually, we're going to do Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. We're doing Harvestella at this time. We started that. We're going to do that soon. Continue that, which I think was also them, and one of the other games I have picked out that was an RPG or JRPG was by them. There's a lot of Square Enix love to go around, I suppose. Not a bad thing. As long as they're fun, who gives a shit? God, it's like that one fucking place all over again, huh? Going on up. just one ginormous ball now. Jesus. Oh, God. Alright then, dick.
Nice try.
Okay, didn't dodge that one. Ow. There is a lot going on with this ball. And I don't like it.
Nice try. Nice try. Bet you're all ready.
Well, I'm trying to press the attack. Trying to put me in a Pokeball.
Too slow. Nice try.
Didn't want to do it again. Nailed it. I'd say don't bring another, but sure. What fucking knockoff, like, rejected Dark Souls son of a bitch are you? I see you, Clive. Oh, God.
What's one more, eh, Toggle? Not good. That's better.
It doesn't feel any better. I'm not able to dodge right now. God, I'm so off on my timing right now.
Guess we're all ready.
Feeling better already. Kicking my ass, but I feel great.
Too slow.
This guy's a real big pain. That's no fun. That looks like an interesting move. How about mine? You just said go fuck yourself with my attack.
You're finished.
I was charging on my punch. He just kicked me in the face. He's like, no, you're not doing that. Why is every bad guy got to be on a high tower? Can we just not?
Almost there.
He's here. I can feel him.
Ew. I don't want ya. We're gonna have some dramatic fucking fight that's gonna look ridiculous again. In both a good and whatever way you want to take it.
The blade must ever feed if her edge is to remain keen. Butcher. What care you for these worthless creatures? They are nothing. Weak from the moment of their conception, ever longing for power not theirs to command, they turn unfailingly upon themselves. Like sheep, they roam in filthy flocks, eager to trample those few gifted a fleece of gold. Or that they might feel contentment with their pitiful existence. Prejudice and persecution, severance and strife, every earthly wrong springs from the malice in men's hearts. Malice born of the pain and suffering that is free will. Its corruption is gnawed at your being from the very moment of your birth.
You're wrong.
I can't hear you. Can you speak up? You're all the way over
It is no
there.
corruption. It is who I am. Every choice I make, right or wrong, gives me reason to carry on. And carry on I shall. Not as a puppet, but as a man. Which are you?
There was a time I too thought those the only choices.
What?
Long ago, God granted man the gift
Oh,
of
God.
magic. And with that gift did he build great civilizations. Yet over time, man lost sight of the gift's true meaning, stepping from the path of shared prosperity to one of avarice. He abandoned his creator for sword and flame, and through his folly, beckoned the blight. Yet, there were those few who refused to turn their eyes from the heavens, and they prayed to God that he might lead them back to righteousness. And the Lord, he did answer. Before the worthy shall the gates of paradise open. And so did I spread my arms to the ether and cast my soul upon its gentle waters. I gave myself unto him.
See how tough you are without that sword. Even though I did kind of whoop my ass even before using the sword, so.
What madness is this?
My worth proven, the Lord charged me thus. If your kind
I think he
but
just
find
wants Doritos.
salvation, they must be made to serve. You see, paradise lies but a single step away. Could we only take it? Could we only leave our transgressions behind? For none save the pure of heart and mind may set foot in the new world. I will save us. But it all begins and ends with you. You are the key, Mythos.
Wanna be a key.
And with this humble offering, shall I prove my faith once more?
So you forsook your kingdom. You forsook yourself to serve. Tell me, how is that living? What you seek to provide is not salvation. It's anything
Snickers.
but.
Not you when
Life
you're
is about
hungry.
always having a choice. Take that away, and we might as well be dead.
You laugh at what I say, but I listen to your fucking annoying drivel, and I don't laugh. What a little fucking respect.
Show us the strength of your will.
Piece of shit.
It's not the strength of my will that should worry you, but the weakness of yours.
I like that all that's changed between the last two encounters and this encounter is that I have Jill's power. But that doesn't mean anything. I'm just gonna turn into fucking Ifrit or whatever and probably fight him.
If you think your will the stronger,
Nothing's different.
by this day's end, you shall know the truth.
Oh, I fucking parried him and I backed away. What do you think I feel about all of this?
Blessed with the might of a god, yet still you fight like a man.
'Cause I don't need it. just a bright light show. I can't even see.
You will obey.
Ow.
Let's try. And when you see.
When will you see that I'm not gonna listen to you? Nice try. Can't even see him in this. Yeah, you like that? That do anything for you?
God chose you to serve as his vessel, and you cling to this foolish notion of hope.
Foolish, but I'm the one winning, I think.
Fuck.
I'm changed about you, and I don't know what. Did you get a new haircut? But my fire attacks are weaker in the rain. See, it'd be cooler if all the powers I gained were, like, merging with this, but it's like, no, I'm still just this. So, like, what did Jill's power do for me?
Almost. You have been shown the path.
Not too much tell, not enough show.
Free yourself, Mythos. You will not defeat me otherwise.
We'll see.
Perhaps you still require
I'm gonna go behind this attack, if you don't mind. Cool and all, but I'll be back here if you need me. Good, you brought another one to the fray.
Enough, Mythos.
I think right here we're safe.
Show me more. Let there be light.
It's gonna be over here if you need me. I barely know what's going on. It's just so bright and colorful. My eyes are bleeding. It's like they're just burning. Holy shit. So colorful.
But I cannot be
Defeated. You admitted defeat the moment you turned your back on us. When you turned your back on the truth, Barnabas. We are not as weak as your God believes.
Say, don't let Torgal die. I don't care what happens to me.
Damn it.
Just pick one. Do you want to fight like that or not? Why can't I fly or have a horse? I mean, I wish absorbing some of the powers gave me this. Combine this into one horrendous freak.
What are you waiting for? Men know nothing of strength. But you will.
Seems like you're compensating for something. My eyes. Oh my god. Zensuken, or however you say it. I just like mispronouncing it.
Could it be you have made a weapon of your weakness? My apologies. You are not the fool I took you for. And so it ends. No! Don't tell me you are tired, Mythos.
Ew.
Your stubborn defiance has stirred my long-becalmed heart, filling it with a joy that I have not known for generations. I had thought the tantalizing kiss of self-indulgence a dream forever out of reach. And now that its sweet ruin course is
I think you've kind of gone crazy.
I shall not be quick to relinquish.
Oh, you think?
Show me your work, Mythos, that I might revel in it!
Got. Ow. Taller. Or I can't see. It all hurts. I parried you again. I don't even know what I did.
Long have I suffered the disappointment of lesser rivals, but no more.
He seems a little unhinged.
Oh, my constant congregation, salvation is come. Rejoice as all souls are granted.
Oh my god, I can't freeze him.
Unending.
How do you know this day will come? What proof have you?
Why, you, Ethos. Your mere existence is proof of the Lord's grand design.
I'll never serve your God!
Just stand right here.
Too slow.
Too slow, then I just get stabbed.
Nice try. Prepare yourself.
No more sparring.
That's better.
There's so many Kamehamehas. There's so much going on. So many Giga Flares just flying.
Then you will never know this power.
This seems really unnecessary.
My heart, it soars as it did the day I won Ash.
Why am I in it?
Since then, many have sought my crown, Ethos, but none could wrest it from my head. Come! Have you the strength? Have you the will?
I don't know what I have anymore, Odin. You need to take a fucking nap is what you need to do.
The rapture! I am yours, Mythos. Claim me as your prize!
I don't even know.
You do not disappoint!
Nice try.
Stand over here while you do that. to be in this. Again, I don't know how taking Jill's power gave me any of this.
Well,
I mean, it helped me in gameplay.
the day is at an end.
And we both know the truth. It is I who stand victorious. My will that prevailed.
Your will? No. It was his. Clive Rossfield.
I did it. Finally.
Perhaps there is strength in will. Would that I had not relinquished my own.
You relinquished nothing. What was it, if not will, that made you strive for a new world? Strive to win your master's approval? You were shown a fantasy.
A Final
and
Fantasy.
You chose to believe it. But you were wrong. There is no world but the one we live in. And that world is worth saving. Even if it means killing a god.
Bold words. From one who has served the Lord so well.
This is pointless.
But I almost forgot. I promised that I would make you presentable. Did I not? We shall fulfill our destinies.
Kick him in the face.
Just as the Lord's Mother Crystals have fulfilled theirs. Come, Clive Rossfield. Take what is rightfully yours. Become one with God.
No.
Oh, now you chose to.
long last, salvation. I'm coming home. Mother.
Tell me, how does it feel?
Oh boy.
Show yourself! Face me!
How does it feel to consume your rival's strength? To gorge yourself on their being? To edge step by
Not trying to
step
edge.
ever closer to the divine? With or without a will, you are still but a vessel. Our vessel. Behold, how your body shudders in anticipation of its fate.
Oh, it's not yours yet.
No. Come then, O wayward child. We shall await you upon the back of the first worm. There, all shall end and begin again.
It stings. A vessel complete. Meanwhile,
What do you think, my lord? Quickly! Why the hell is my city crawling with the gases? Don't ask me, ask them! Since when was Eugen Havel one to hide when there was a fight to be had? Since they stripped me of my rank and banished me from the battlefield. Now I'm stuck wiping the backsides of this lot while the city burns and my wife tails off with a man half my age! And then you turn up! What the hell are you doing here anyway?
you know, just doing stuff.
What indeed? The enemy numbers 200,000 or more, counting the Yorks. There are simply not enough soldiers garrisoned in the capital to repel an army of that size. Then what of the central keep? Held by a contingent of soldiers and bearers from the surrounding boroughs. They are the sole reason it still stands. And all it took was an army on their doorstep to bring them together.
The prospect of death does put things into perspective.
Perspective. Perhaps it's what we've lacked all along.
Back to back, you're invincible.
Havel, I need you to lend me some
some of your best men, preferably all of them.
My best men? Does it look like I have any more?
I admit this might not be the most convenient time, but my nephew's in trouble, and I may have already promised him your help.
Your nephew, the outlaw? My soldiers have better things to do than die for nothing.
And you and he are of the same mind. Clive fights for the opposite. He fights for a world in which they shouldn't have to live and die for nothing. And he fights today to give us all a chance of a better tomorrow.
Be that as it may, a handful of men cannot stand against the kingdom.
Then mayhap they are the wrong men.
Oh, shit.
Well, I'll be damned. Our numbers are few, but I shall rally as many of my dragoons as I'm able. You, apprise the Lord Strategist of the state of the city's defenses.
Yes, Your Radiance.
And you would fight alongside us? I owe the Phoenix a debt.
Does this vouch for my nephews?
Aye, but I still have my doubts about you.
Which we can discuss later.
Indeed.
You said you had men garrisoned in the keep. Captain, do you know how many yet remain?
Allow me to confirm. Commander?
Whatever their number, Randalar will be needing
Gather the
them
bodies
all.
and build a pyre in the courtyard. Quickly.
Terence.
My lord.
You will find a girl there.
A girl? We are in the middle of a war.
I owe her my life, and I always pay my debts. You are to see that she is provided for.
Dion, I cannot leave.
But you shall. If I am ever to be worthy of the forgiveness of our people, then I must earn it. And I must earn it by my hand, and my hand alone. Know that I do not ask this lightly.
And know that I will do it.
Farewell, Terence.
Farewell, my prince.
And it is one hell of a war. Keep eating people or absorbing them, and there's a lot of shit going on. Fucking ridiculous. Oh, you, Joshua, why don't you come help?
Clive, thank fuck. You alright?
I am. But I'm a damn sight better for seeing you, Joshua.
And Barnabas.
The king is dead.
I don't even know how much more there is if I was to just solely focus main story. That's the problem. I'm like, I want to finish it, but I don't want to be here all night. Like, if there's still like another like 3 to 4 hours to go, I might just have to save for Like Friday, Saturday if John isn't around. If not Sunday. Because Thursday we're probably going to be playing with Brandon. Unless he's too sick to play.
They are, but so is their killer. He can't hurt anyone anymore. You're safe.
We've taken all if we can. There can't be too much left, but I don't know how much more like runaround we got before we go to Ultima.
Gav, we need to talk.
I'm sorry, Clive. You know I want nothing more than to go with you.
I do. But I'm glad you're heading back to the Enterprise nonetheless. And not just for Etta's sake. Our people need to know what happened here.
You can count on me.
As can she, I hope.
Thank you, my lords.
Gonna be a really long walk back. Jesus, with that speed.
Do you think that was wise?
Wiser than leaving a woman with child alone in the Deadlands. They'll be safer at the hideaway. For now, at least. This land is overrun with Akashic. The king himself was long turned, albeit by choice, all to serve Ultima, in his damnable quest to forge the perfect vessel.
Just running at 4 FPS. Oh, my favorite.
Chaos Barnabas wreaked upon nation after nation. How many were killed for this?
He didn't consider it killing, or a mercy of sorts. A way to end their suffering. He truly wanted to save mankind, and ultimately use that.
As he uses us.
But why us? What are we?
What are we? We are dominance. That is our fate. But that doesn't mean we have to accept it, which is why we fight. For the right to deny it. Is that not so?
It is. For our sins. Barnabas said something else. That the Mother Crystals were Ultimas.
Ultimas? Are you certain?
We know that the Mother Crystals have been leading the land of ether. And we also know that it's this which hastens the spread of the blight. But what I cannot fathom is what Ultima stands to gain from that. What did you find at the stronghold?
The truth about Ultima's prize. For so long, I believed it to be you, and you alone. Yet, it is not merely a freat that he desires, but a freat and phoenix both, that which we became in the skies over Twinside. Only when the twin flames are joined, shall his vessel be complete. Quite why he needs a vessel is another question. Unless There is something he cannot achieve without
I don't know because it doesn't say chapters,
immaterial form
or
precludes
at least it said its name, but I have no idea. It was like I forget what this one was
an
titled.
unthinkable amount of ether, and a
I'd have
body
to look.
resilient enough to channel it. If I did not know better, brother, I would think
I think I was on
he meant to cast a spell.
The Last King, so I think there's
spell
what 1, 2, 3,
1,000 years in the
4
making.
things left, but
A spell
they give or
trained
take
for
how
all
long that
spells.
takes.
And he cannot do it without us. Nor without the mother crystals.
On top of how long cutscenes
But
take.
if we destroy them all, we will stop not only the Blight, but Ultima as well. We stick to the plan then. Only this time,
We face him together.
well, it's a long walk to stone here. Let's not keep Ultima waiting.
Now we're on to Brotherhood. I have Odin's powers.